it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be starting a full-on mascara comparison. Now, as you know, I typically wear false lashes every single day, but I have a lot of friends who swear by the Chantecaille False Solis longest lash mascara. And now this baby is pricey. This retails for $73. That is for a mascara. Let that sink in. And I was like, I'm interested in trying this because it has some amazing claims that it's supposed to help your lashes get longer and fuller with continuous use. Well, then my friend Rupi pointed out that she heard that the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara, which retails for about 12 bucks, is supposed to do the same thing. So I was like, well, let's test this theory. So for the next 30 days, I had my husband yesterday take a really good close-up picture of my eyelashes with nothing on them. So we'll be able to compare in the next 30 days what they're going to look like. So every time I put on mascara, I'm going to apply the Chantecaille to my left side and the Rimmel to my right. And we'll see if they actually beat or meet any of the claims. So for the False Solis, I think is how, I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong, is the longest lash super volume of the original False Solis mascara with additional peptides that help build longer and stronger lashes. Simply apply like normal mascara with continuous use. Natural lashes appear longer and fuller. And then on the Rimmel one, it says lashes appear up to 117% longer in 30 days. So we're gonna test this puppy out. So as you can see, I have my eye makeup on, but I don't have any mascara because, you know, if this works to grow my lashes longer and fuller and thicker, and I don't have to wear false lashes or get a lash serum, either one of these would be worth it. But it's, you know, let's see if they actually legitimately do anything. So we're gonna start, let's go ahead and curl our lashes. This is just my good old standard Revlon curler, eyelash curler that I've had for a bajillion years. And I will show the pictures while I'm applying of what my lashes look like before, because as I said, I had my husband take macro pictures of my lashes before starting to use this, and then we'll probably try to do it every Sunday, take a picture of me without mascara on each eye, and then we can show you. And then the last day of the video will be the final thoughts, and we'll go through and show you what everything looks like in between. So all that I'm doing is taking and giving myself a good coat of mascara. I haven't opened up either one of these containers until now because I want them to be the same freshness and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to apply a good couple of coats, bottom and top. So the Rimmel brush, I do like it. It is a tiny little brush, which I always like a tiny little brush when it comes to like my low, especially my lower lash line. It makes it easy to get in there with it. So we're just going to go ahead and finish coating out our lashes. There we go. Look how, well, they look black and thick, but they, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if I curled my lashes enough, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and look at the wands themselves. So for comparison, so if you look, the Chantecaille side is much thicker for one, and the Rimmel side has some where it like bows out in the center. So, but neither one of them are like the rubbery style. They both feel like more like the boar's hair bristles. So we're gonna just apply. Okay, so I can tell you that the Chantecaille gets in there just like the Rimmel. And I'm not sure if it's how I curled my lashes, but I hate to say this, but the Chantecaille side looks better. Because when I did this, I was like, well, we're gonna see how each one does. Because even if it does phenomenal things, the Chantecaille, I mean, it would have to do some really phenomenal things to my lashes to say that $75 a month on mascara or every 2 months is worth it. So, I do think that it layers. The Chantecaille side does layer a little bit better, but we're gonna go ahead and apply another coat of the Rimmel once now that it's dry. Okay. One more coat of Chantecaille. Okay. So, Chantecaille is this side. Rimmel's this side. So at this point, they're nothing to write home about. They're good black mascara that coats the lashes. This is one of those mascaras, as I said, it's gonna take time to see if it actually does anything, but I wanted to go ahead and show y'all what it looked like on its own first day, and then we'll come back and do this again in a couple of weeks, and then another couple of weeks, and see if it actually makes our lashes grow. So I started the mascara challenge on 2/27 of 21, and I figured that this would kind of be the easiest way for me to show you is just by going through the pictures. So this is week 1, the Rimmel side. So you can see my lashes, how they look. I mean, you can see everything else too, because as I said, my husband took this in macro photography. So that's the Rimmel side, week 1. This is the Chantecaille side, week 1. So this is our starting point. So hopefully this will show you. This is the Rimmel side, week 2. So not really anything different. This is the Chantecaille side, week 2. Again, not really anything different. This is the Chantecaille side, week 3. So they look a tad bit darker, and that may be because I didn't take my mascara off well. But other than like thickness and length, definitely not much of a change. And part of the thing is because the way my lashes grow, we're focusing mainly on the bottom lashes. Because as you can see, my top lashes kind of stick out, and it was very difficult for my husband to get pictures. Then this is the Rimmel side, week 3. Okay, again, they look a little darker, but not really much of anything, but I think that's because of forgetting to take my mascara off. And then my husband skipped a couple of weeks, and then we have the Chantecaille side week, I think this is like 5 or 6, because I've been doing this for a long time, and he didn't date everything. So, again, not much difference. Rimmel side, week 5. Not really a whole lot different. It may be a tad bit thicker, but not a whole lot. Okay, and then these were the pictures taken on May the 2nd. So these were taken yesterday. So this is the Chantecaille side. So my lashes do look a tad bit darker, and this is with no makeup on.
If they're longer, it's longer by a minuscule amount, because the reason why we took these in micro photography or in macro photography is so that we could see the difference, which I don't see a lot. And I would hope that if you're up this close, because I mean, you can literally see how my eyebrows have changed, like when the hairs and stuff are growing in, you would think that you would see some difference. So that's the final close-up. I don't see much of a difference on the Chantecaille side. And then this is the final close-up for the Rimmel side. Again, I don't see a whole lot of difference. If there's thicker, it's not by much. If it's longer, it's not by much. It's kind of immeasurable in my opinion for that amount. At least this is how it worked on my eyes. So I'm back to do the last comparison between the Rimmel Lash Accelerator and the Chantecaille Faux Solis Longest Lash Mascara. Now, I started this video about 2 months ago. It seems like either 2 months or a month and a half. I haven't worn any other mascaras besides these two. I did wear my Tom Ford one day, and I put on lashes once. So in between the two clips, you're gonna see the pictures of my lashes from each week. And honestly, I can't tell that much of a difference. And when you go and look at the ingredients between the Faux Solis and the Lash Accelerator, the ingredients are almost the same, except this one's $73 and this one is like $12.99. Or no, depending on where you get it, it can be anywhere from like $9 to $15. So there's a huge price discrepancy. And the thing for me is, I don't see enough of a difference, especially for the Chantecaille side, to be like, I will buy this again. My lashes do feel stronger. To me, they feel more conditioned, but I don't feel like there's any real difference in the length or the thickness of my lashes, if that makes sense. Like, I think my lashes look just fine, but I don't think that they look phenomenal. Now, one thing I will say is that the Chantecaille side, which is the one I just put on, all I did was curl my lashes, has stayed a little bit wetter than the Rimmel side. And I think all together, as far as like brush goes, the Chantecaille lashes, the brush on it makes my lashes look better than the Rimmel side, but not $74 better. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm keeping it 100 because, I mean, $73 for a mascara is a lot, especially because mascara is one of those products that you do have to change out and go through quite a few a year. You know, I typically, for my mascaras, I prefer to stay more in the drugstore range. My favorite mascara at this point is the Essence Lash Princess, the False Lash Effect, but I also wear false lashes, and I missed wearing false lashes. I was hoping that this would do something where it would be like, oh, well, now I don't need to wear them. But to me, in my opinion, I like the way my eye looks better with false lashes. So this is the Rimmel side versus the Chantecaille. So even just looking at them kind of head on, Chantecaille looks a little bit thicker, but that is more of the mascara itself. I took pictures of my lashes without anything on them. So as far as that goes, my lashes look the same on both sides without mascara. I can't see any like major difference, and my husband took pictures of my lashes in macro photography, so we could be able to tell if there was like any real noticeable difference, and there wasn't to me. But again, I'm not saying either one of these mascaras are bad, and I'm not saying that
if you use these mascaras, you won't have different results, because you may, you know, everybody's DNA is different, how their hair grows, that type of thing. But for me, I didn't see a noticeable improvement on either side of my lashes. And especially, like, if I'm gonna spend, I mean, and let's keep this, I mean, as real as possible, I won't buy this one again. It's too expensive for, I mean, what it is. In my opinion, it's just not what I love. Now, there are Chantecaille products that, I mean, and they're a pricey brand that I absolutely love and I think are worth it. The Cushion Foundation, the Blur Powder, those are two of my favorite face products ever. But as far as mascara goes, I don't think that, unless it made my lashes look like they were false eyelashes, I don't think any mascara is worth $73, in my humble opinion. And the Lash Accelerator, again, it wasn't bad, it's just, it wasn't perfect either. You know, the effects of just the mascara alone and didn't enthuse me enough to where I'm like, oh yes, I can go without false lashes. And I don't wear big false lashes. So hopefully this helps. Both of them were kind of a wah-wah in my opinion, but you know, that's kind of, you know, I knew going into this, it was either going to be something where it was like dramatic, but for me, it really wasn't. And that's why I think this type of video is important. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that'll notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with some bonus content thrown in there. And I have started doing lives on my channel Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.